Hello friends, once again Minnie is back with you. Where? At your own learning platform, Learn Forward with your grammar book, The Grammar Hub by Feathercap, with lesson 24 in which we will be learning about applications and letters ahead. Let's start. So here's an example of essay writing on the postman. So what you have to think? You have to think about the postman. Who is he? What does he do? What does he wear? And how he serves you? What all he brings to you? What are his activities? And finally, you can just end with some words which show your respect to such people. Like we have an essay here on postman. Who is the postman? The postman is a government servant. So he gets his salary from the government. And where does he work? He works in the post office. He goes there in the morning and returns in the evening. So we are telling his routine after this. Now, what does he wear? He wears khaki uniform and he has a bag. You can also say he carries a bag. What does he carry in that bag? He keeps letters, parcels and money orders in it. So he has to distribute them to the people. He brings them for us. So for whom does he carry all these things in his bag? For us. He brings good as well as bad news. See, so every time your parcels, every time your letters are not full of good news. So sometimes he brings good news, sometimes he brings bad news also. But then he works all the time. He does not care about any weather also. His work is very difficult because even if it's very hot outside, we are sitting relaxed in our rooms. He is going door to door to give those letters and parcels to the people. If it is raining hard, still he is coming there. If it's a chill weather outside, still he is bringing our posts to us. So he works very hard and his work is very difficult. He does not care for sun and shower. That means whether it's very hot or it's raining outside or it's extremely chill outside, he does not care. He does not bother about that. He does not care for sun and shower. We should respect and thank him for service. So this is how we are ending the essay, with a nice sentence also. So this is a good ending, that we are showing respect to him for his services. So let's see one more example here. Now we have an essay about the sun. We can write essays in sentences also. We can write them in a paragraph form also. So here again it is in sentences. So what do you know about sun? What is sun? The sun is a hot ball of gases. It's so hot. It's releasing heat every time. It appears yellow in color. Then what does it give us? It gives us heat and light. And when does it appear? It appears during the daytime. You can say it rises in the east and it sets in the west. Yes, it's already there. It is like a star, as there are many other stars in our galaxy also. So it is also like one of them. But you know, because it is very close to the earth, so that's why we feel its heat and light. And that is the source of energy, source of life on earth. It helps in the process of preparing food by plants, because it helps in the process of photosynthesis. You have learnt about them. Photosynthesis you would have learnt in EVS, your science. Yes, it's the process through which plants make their food, but it is possible only in the presence of sunlight. Okay. So it rises in the east and sets in the west is another thing about sun. It is the source of all energies on the earth. I have told you. Yes, the earth moves around the sun. This is another one important information about sun, that the earth revolves around it. We get sunlight that gives us vitamin D, which is very essential for all living beings. So this is very important for life on earth, and we can't think of life without sun, because I told you sun is one major source because of which life is possible on earth. So we cannot think, when in winters it's fog outside, it's chill outside and you don't see sun, How do you feel in a few days? You feel, oh, where has the sun disappeared? We must see sun. We must move out then. So that is very important for our life. Going ahead, I hope you have understood how to write essays in sentences. Each sentence is related to one another and they should be written properly. The starting should be with the introduction of the topic. The ending should be very nice about the topic. So now we'll be writing in paragraph form. We have a small essay on the doctor. All of you visit doctors sometime or the other, don't you? So you know a lot about a doctor. Who is the doctor? What does he wear? Where does he sit? How does he help you? And what what favor he does to the society. So we can all jot them down one after the other. As I have jotted for you, we can just see how a doctor, who is a doctor? A doctor is a person who treats us. And when does he treat us? When we are sick. He examines us. Where does he see us? Where does he examine us? At his clinic or a hospital. He wears, what does he wear? Good, he wears white coat. And have you seen him carrying, any doctor carrying one thing at least always? What is that around his neck? Yes, that is a stethoscope. So he wears a white coat and always carries a stethoscope. And how is he? How is his behavior? He is very gentle and he's soft spoken also. We believe that if a doctor is soft spoken, he is gentle, he just cures half of your sickness with his sweetness, with his politeness, right? He is a social worker because he is working for the society. Then he performs his duties selflessly. Selflessly means he does not care about himself. He knows that I have to serve the people, I have to cure them, that's it. And he is dedicated to his profession. So this is his dedication to his profession that makes him work very hard and serve the people. And you know, he is available round the clock in case of emergencies also. When you go to hospitals, do you see there written emergency 24 hours? So what does that mean? That means in case of emergency, doctors are available to us anytime to help us out, to save our lives. So they are available round the clock, means 24 hours. And when did they prove this? The whole community of doctors proved this dedication to their profession during the time of COVID. You would have seen, you would have heard, you would have read about the doctors a lot during this COVID time, isn't it? They helped the society, they treated the patients selflessly day and night without even caring about themselves, that we might caught into its grip and we might lose our lives. They just worked hard. So he proved himself during COVID time by providing his services to the society without thinking of himself. That time he acted as a figure of God. People believed as if God has himself come here on the earth to save the lives, right? And so we should respect and support him. So this is a gratitude we are showing towards the doctor community, and we are ending again our essay with a nice line. So we end it like we should respect and support him. So I hope you have understood how to write essays and how to make them beautiful and interesting. Let's do one more and you'll be practicing others on your own. You just have to collect all the views, all the things, all the points about your topic, and you have to jot them. Like here, another essay is mentioned about the Indian farmer. So we have just collected again the same information as we did for doctor. We have collected some information about the Indian farmer. Who is an Indian farmer? What does he do? What is his work in the society? How he works day and night? How hard he works? What does he provide us with? All that. So let's see how we have written. A farmer is a person. Who is he? Who grows crops in the fields. He is very hard working. He takes care of the takes care of the farms it is. He takes care of the farms and the produce. Whatever he produces in his farms, he takes care of them irrespective of the hardships of weather. What does that mean? Even if it is weather, it is very hard weather for us, it's very hot, he is still working in the fields. Even if it's raining hard, he is working there. See, just like a postman, just like a doctor. So they are all working for the mankind. They are working hard for us. He plows the fields. What all he does? He plows the fields, then he waters them also, and he takes care of the crop till the harvest is ready. So he does all this, and finally he cultivates the grown crop. This crop reaches us as our food. So it's especially for the vegetarians. They totally depend on the farmers because they eat only fruits, vegetables and the grains. So if farmer stops working in the fields, from where we get our food? So this crop reaches us as our food. If he wouldn't work hard, we won't get the food to it. Especially I mentioned the vegetarians. Nowadays, now, because the farmer is working so hard day and night in all the extreme weathers, and sometimes what happens, the crop is not cultivated fine, the harvest is not good. So the government has started helping out the farmers. How? Nowadays, the government takes care of all the needs of the farmers. How? They just make sure that the seeds they need to grow are of good quality. So they provide them good quality of seeds. They also provide them with fertilizers and the tools that are needed for farming in the fields, so that they can grow and cultivate healthy crops, and they can lead a better life. Because ultimately, if after the hard work the harvest is not good, so all the efforts are spoiled. So just to take care of that, the government is helping out the farmers these days. And finally, because they are the source of food to us, so we should thank the farmer, as his hard work brings food to us. So was that a wonderful essay for you? And I hope you got good idea after just going through all these essays, how to write a good essay, what should be the beginning, how to end the essays, is it? So I hope you can practice many more with the topics you have in your book, and then many more you can think of. We'll be looking forward for more interesting topics, and stay connected with Learn Forward. And happy learning, children.